can have simple fun with something as simple as spoons and a deck of cards. Well, today I'm going to teach you how to play the amazing game Spoons. So Spoons is something really, just simple, cheap, and fun that really everyone can have. Little kids can play it, your grandparents can play it. If you don't have much money, you can play it because I'm pretty sure you have spoons. You don't need fancy spoons either. Like I prefer plastic spoons, or in most cases, I actually play with forks because this kind of sounds weird, but it hurts a little bit more for some people because one of our good buddies that we always play with cuts himself. Well, even on spoons, he cuts himself. So the reason I like to play plastic utensils, because if you do fight over them, they kind of break a little bit more. So, and also if you are playing with something like a nice metal fork or spoon, you don't want to break it. Your parents might get a little angry at you, or whoever's house you're at. Another thing you kind of don't want to care about much is your table. We've broken a few tables at my family's get-togethers, which is why it got banned, because my aunt Trisha did not want any more tables broken at her house. But the goal of spoons is to, of course, get a spoon at the end. There's always one less spoon than there is players because one person gets out at each round. And to get a spoon, sometimes you either have to get it by reaction time, or you can get 4 cards that match. So I'm gonna get a little bit into the rules. So how we've always played it, there's no exact set of rules to play spoons, I guess, but you want to, you have a dealer and you have at least 2 other people playing with you, which I might have 2 people come up in a little bit. The reason you want more people is because if it's just one person, it's just always fighting over one spoon. It's not really that fun. So rule number 1 that we always play with is you can only have 4 cards in your hand at a time. If you have 5, it gets a little confusing. Also, you can only have 4. It's just a rule. You can only pick up 1 card at a time. Otherwise, it starts getting confusing, and sometimes you don't know who is supposed to get what card because you kind of just rotate the cards around in a circle. You can only pick up 1 spoon because then 2 people will get out, or 1 person won't get a spoon. And you kind of make up the rules as you go. I don't know if there's a set rules out there, but we've always just made rules as we went. So now I'm going to go into kind of how to play the game. So you're going to have a dealer. So in this instance, I'm going to be the dealer. And the dealer just wants to shuffle the cards up nicely so that not all the cards are kind of clumped together. So someone doesn't start off like 4 jacks or something, because you want to get 4 the same number, or royalty. If it's a clubs or whatever, that doesn't matter, because you just want to get 4 tens, 4 jacks, whatever. And then what you're going to do is the dealer is going to just hand out 4 cards to each person, all facing down. The person, when they get the card, they can look at it whenever they want, but you shouldn't show people the cards. There's no rule against it, because I've always kind of cheated and looked at other people's cards. But that's me, so I don't really care. So can I have 2 people come up? Colt and Joe, you want to come up? So I'm going to kind of demonstrate how to play the game. So you're going to want to start out. If I would have thought ahead, I would have brought chairs, because it's going to be kind of awkward. And also, I should probably only have 2 spoons. So yeah, I think I said this already, but you always want 1 less spoon than there are people, so that 1 person gets out at the end of each round. So now I'm just going to hand out 4 cards to each people, and the dealer should always start with the person to their left. They shouldn't start with themselves. Some people really dislike when you do start with yourselves. Someone that we play with will actually start cussing at you. They're also the person who cuts themselves on forks. So then each player can look at their hand. Because remember, you want to get these 4 cards to be the same number of royalty. So I don't know what Colton has, so what I'm going to do is pick up the first card out of the deck, judge if I want it, and this card I do want. Then you're going to take 1 card out of your deck, pass it over. And they're going to do the same thing. They don't want it, so they pass it over to the next person. And then there'll be a pile next to me, in case if I get through this pile and no one has 4 cards. So when you get 4 of the same cards, you're going to grab the spoon, and then it's going to be reaction time between the 2 other people, or how many other people you have, to grab the next spoon. And if you are left without it, you lose, and you sit down somewhere else, because no one likes you. So and you just keep doing this. You can go fast paced if you want. you don't want to just watch your hand. You want to watch everyone else, because all of a sudden if they grab the spoon, you didn't have the reaction time to be able to grab the other spoon. But it's kind of hard to talk to the class and pay attention to everyone else at the same time. I think I needed that card, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, you just keep doing this until someone gets 4. And if you're like Joe, you can see his hand, and I can see he needs 10. So yeah, you can look at it through the card. That's one of the techniques you can do, is you can kind of watch people. Another thing that we do as dealers, sometimes you won't even grab cards. Oh, that's Joe's 10. And I keep that. So yeah, you always kind of want to just watch out, make sure that if you wanted to, you can watch out and make sure, like, Joe doesn't have his 10 now. So Joe's going to try to grab something else, or you can just sit here and try to wait it out, I guess. But what a lot of times will happen is you'll have one person, or like in the championship round, when it's just 2 people, you'll have one person that has the one card that you need, and the other person will have the card that they need. So you just keep doing this. I really thought I would have finally had a card by now. Alright, oh, I just broke a rule, I picked up 2 cards. Oh, this is weird. Alright, I'm just gonna say I have my 5. So I grabbed my spoon and Joe grabs that spoon, Colton lost. He's a loser. So now you're going to championship round where it's just between 2 people. I'm not gonna go into depth about the championship. Am I at 7?
No.
Oh, at 5 or 6? What am I at?
6, 40, 50.
Alright, perfect. Joe's kind of blocking what you gotta do. Figure that out. So you guys can go sit down. Give me your cards. So of course, now for the next round you want to shuffle it. But since I'm not gonna be next round, I'm not going to. So this is just a really fun, simple game. Of course, this doesn't seem very fun because it's kind of just kind of thrown together to try to show people. But in conclusion, it's a really fun, simple game that you can have with just about anyone. And if you're sitting down, can actually like reach the spoons better, you will a lot of times have people fighting over spoons, that's when it actually gets fun. Passing the cards around isn't fun, but it's when you actually get locked in engagement and break a spoon and someone gets cut, and then you have to pause the game. But that's when it gets really fun. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed my speech, and we'll try spoons, maybe sometime later on. And thank you for listening to my speech.